Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry it's been a little while, had a little bit of a hectic week but now I'm back. So today's video I thought I would do, same as the topic really of the blog, or a lot of it, is about army life and living with a soldier and things like that. I thought I would do today's vlog on it, and today's vlog is basically how to be a good soldier's wife and how to survive being a soldier's wife. So I have written down my points today because I don't want to forget any, so here we go. So number one, don't put too much on social media. So it's so easy to do. When I was first with Graham, I probably put it on all the time, where he was, what he was doing, and particularly as the terrorism threat level increases, it's just really dangerous. So just don't write it, basically. You know, write maybe if they've been away a week, write they're away if you really want to. I certainly wouldn't write it when they're heading to an airport or where they're going, particularly if they're going to Iraq, or I know some guys still go to Afghanistan or places like that. I really wouldn't write it. And also don't write, you know, we live in Tidworth and my husband is a corporal in the Royal Engineers. He isn't, by the way, but it's just not worth writing. You can write little bits and pieces. Even on Facebook, I would be careful if you wrote where you live, because it's just really not worth it, to be honest. So that was number one. Number two, be careful who you badmouth on army camps. It sounds really obvious, but basically army camps are a little bit like school. It's a really, really close environment. You are thrown into making friendships with a lot of people who you probably wouldn't make friendships with, and friendships move very fast, so you become either best friends with people within the first week, or you absolutely can't stand somebody, and very much like school, like being a teenager, you have people who you would class as your best friends, and then the next week they're off. They've either moved or they've just decided they don't like you anymore, or vice versa. And that's quite a strange environment, and it's incredibly easy. I love to moan, as probably people know, and I'm quite happily moan about people if they're moaning about me, but it's not worth it in this environment. Somebody will always stab you in the back otherwise, so unfortunately you have to kind of mind what you say. It kind of works, or just be careful who you say it to. So there's number two, the tip. Okay, number three, don't brag about your husband's job, as in don't tell everyone how bloomin' fantastic he is, because everybody thinks their husband's fantastic or they probably wouldn't be married to them. As far as I'm aware, Graham's a good soldier. I'm sure he is, I'm not saying he's not, but you know, I don't tell everyone that he is the best soldier ever. And plenty of wives will sit and say that their husband has, you know, done this, that, the other. And the thing is, half the time you know that they actually haven't, and probably the hubby's lying to the wife or making himself sound so much better than he actually is. So yeah, it's just not worth it. And the other bit that goes with that is, you know, if your husband's a sergeant or a corporal or whatever, or particularly higher up, that doesn't mean that you are. You know, it's certainly back in the day, it used to be like you wear your husband's rank. No, not anymore. Nobody really cares. I've got plenty of friends who are officers' wives, plenty of friends who are sort of private, which is, you know, first rank. And it doesn't matter. Nobody really gives a stuff. So if wives think that, or certainly wives who haven't been married, who are yet to get married, just don't. It's not worth it. It'll also really annoy people, which leads you back to the previous one of, you know, be careful what you say. Right, next point. Number four, we've got when they are away, don't rush home as into family. It's nice to go away, and it's nice to go away for 3 or 4 days, or maybe a week or two, but if they're away for 6 months in Iraq or somewhere similar, don't go home for 6 months. You know, this is your home, whether you like it or not. Fair enough, hubby's not here, but particularly if you've got a job or children or things like that. I know it's easy to do and I know it's nice to do, but otherwise you never make friends and you never get the opportunity to do things here. Otherwise, you know, you're just making a life somewhere else. That's not your home anymore. You've moved here, so you need to get on with your life here. As much as it sounds mean, that's the way to do it. Get people to come and see you if they'll come, or go for a week or two, but don't go for 6 months, because you're never going to get settled in your own house. So number five is get out and meet people. When I first moved to this camp, it is in the middle of nowhere, and I screamed, shouted, kicked, punched, everything. I was so cross that we lived here. I said to Graham, I'm never going to live here, can't do it. Went on and on and on, and now it's still rural, but I love it on the whole. The people are absolutely fantastic, and you just need to get out and about. So coffee mornings, baby groups, whatever is there. If you don't have a baby or a child, I know it's obviously quite difficult, but just try and go out somewhere, try and do something. There's plenty of places on Facebook, even if you go out of the army environment, where you can just go and meet people, or go for coffees or whatever. Just invite people over as well. I mean, if you invite people over, your house gets really, really tidy. I love this tip. It's, you know, it sounds ridiculous, but you know, you tidy up because people are coming, which means you constantly have a tidy house, which keeps everybody happy. So that's my tip. Get out and about. Don't sit at home being miserable. It really won't get you very far. And the last tip is when they're away, particularly if it's sort of 6 months, 8 months, things like that, send parcels, send anything you can. It gives you a job to do, and soldiers absolutely love it. So they can tell you what they want. You can basically send normally up to 2k for free, and you can put, I used to go to Tesco's and get like magazines, chocolate, Iron Brew. I used to bubble wrap Iron Brew so it didn't burst. Anything really. Obviously you kind of have to think about, like, if it's a hot country or hot time of year, maybe chocolate wouldn't be great. I do know at one point Graham, we sent him like boiled sweets and he ate them off socks that we sent him. It's really rank, but he said they tasted yummy. So yeah, just send stuff. You can't really send too many, particularly at Christmas. Send presents. As much as you might be sitting at home and feeling crap about yourself, it's really, really rubbish for them to be sat in a foreign country, even just with their mates at Christmas. It's not the same as being with your family. Probably really missing you and the children. So yeah, send stuff. It keeps everybody happy. Yeah, and those are my tips. So if you want to know any more, or if you'd like some other videos, I made that video there because I had a request for it. So if there's anything you'd like to know, then let me know. If you'd like to share with your friends, then that would be great. And if you'd like to subscribe, then that would be even better. That's all from me. Bye!